What's happening, people? Today I'm going to take you through a complete upper body workout using probably the single best bit of training equipment for the upper body, the gymnastics rings. The instability of the rings makes most moves you'll do on them way harder than their regular version. This routine is roughly at an intermediate level, but a lot of the moves can be regressed if you're struggling with them. We're starting off with the ring dips. The main form cues I want you to focus on are keeping your shoulder blades pinned back and down throughout the whole movement and only going as low as you can without losing this tension. This is for the long-term health of your shoulders and shouldn't be neglected. At the top of the movement, you're going to want to turn the rings out and fully lock out at the elbows to complete each rep. I also want you to maintain a forward lean throughout the whole movement to overload the chest and allow for a deeper range of motion. Pull-ups should be a staple exercise in any routine, and these Lsit chin-ups are a great way to overload the pull-up movement using body weight alone. Holding the legs in front of the body forces more of a backwards lean with the torso, which helps to further overload the lats. This isometric hold of the legs in front of the body also forces the core to stay engaged throughout the whole movement. If you're struggling with this movement, it can be regressed to the bent knee tucked Lsit version until you're strong enough for the full Lsit chin-up. Next up, we've got a move called skin the cat. This is a fantastic exercise to develop the foundational straight arm pulling strength and scapular retraction needed for more advanced calisthenic skills, such as the front and back lever. This exercise is also amazing for improving shoulder mobility and can drastically increase shoulder extension, which is lacking in most people and is required for optimal shoulder health and more advanced moves like the muscle up. At the end range of this movement, where the shoulders are extended behind the torso, you can allow the body to hang passively in a move called the German hang, to further increase the stretch through the anterior delts and biceps. Now, if you've never done this exercise before, be sure to build up to it. Scapular pull-ups would be a great starting point. Moving swiftly on to some bodyweight rows. These are a great exercise to develop your lats and biceps while improving your horizontal pulling strength. Focus on pulling your hands to the chest on every rep, while keeping the chest up and shoulders pulled back and down to maintain tension on the back. Hold the top position for a second to get a nice squeeze on your lats, and remember to keep your core and glutes tight to prevent sagging hips. These Bulgarian Pressups are a great exercise for people struggling to see much chest development with their regular training routine. The beauty of the rings is that as you press up into the concentric part of the exercise, you can freely move the rings closer together and turn them out to give you an intense contraction on the chest. This will allow you to work through the pec's full range of motion, leading to better gains. Make sure that you don't flare your elbows above the position of your shoulders, keeping within the scapular plane. This is to avoid a shoulder injury. And then go as low as you can while maintaining this position to get a maximal stretch on the chest. We'll be ending the workout with some core exercises. First off, we have the rings rollout, which is an anti-extension exercise. This means that throughout the movement you want to keep your glutes tight, belly button pulled in and core fully engaged to avoid arching the back at all costs. Your form will likely break down at the end range of the movement, so make sure you set the rings up at a height that you can control throughout the whole rep and focus on a slow eccentric phase. This exercise has a great carryover to more complex calisthenic skills and is great for functional core development. With all of the exercises I'm showing you today, I want you to focus on a slow controlled eccentric phase and a faster concentric phase. This will help with owning each movement and will lead to better gains in power, control, and muscle hypertrophy. I'll put a link in the description for the full training routine, including the suggested rep range, sets, and rest times. I'm proud to say that this is my first YouTube video, but I've got a load more tutorials on my Instagram page, so check me out at Catalyst Complete Fitness. Lastly, we have the Lsit on the rings, which is a great exercise for developing a rock-solid core and strong hip flexors. Try to point your toes and tense your quads to keep your legs straight and locked out the whole time, and enjoy resisting the shakes. I've transitioned straight from this move into the support hold. Building some time under tension in the support hold will improve your lockout and stability on the rings with most pushing movements. Be sure to keep the rings turned out the whole time. And that's the whole routine, guys. Give it a try and let me know in the comments below how you get on. If you liked the video, then please like, share and subscribe. More content will be dropping soon, and for any extra information go to catalystcompletefitness.co.uk. I'll see you next time.